ABC Kids Leaders. It is Pastor Sam, and I am so glad to be with you today. I'm really excited about what this weekend is going to bring and the excitement that will hopefully generate when we do our special event this weekend called Candy Palooza, where we give out a lot of those things to every kid, every boy and girl that comes this weekend. We're even inviting parents to be with us. So if you have a chance to contact your classes this week, your kiddos, contact their families and let moms and dads know. We want you to join us in our kids worship area this weekend for Candy Palooza. It's going to be a great family game show, kind of like what we did last January. And we are going to invite some kids and adults on stage to answer some really fun questions and participate in some physical challenges that I promise won't be gross, but they will be silly and fun, and the kids will enjoy them. We will all enjoy them. So, wanted to encourage you to be able to be part of that. Now, what about today's devotional? You know, I've been thinking. I'm here in our den closet, and we've got all of our candy for this weekend, and it's a lot of candy to give out. And you know, this month, October, has got this thing at the end where it deals with sweets, right? You know what I'm talking about. And I just got to think how sweet it is to enjoy candy, but also how sweet it is to work with kids. Now, these last few weeks have been really special because I've had several leaders come to me and share really incredible stories about kids asking deeper questions of their faith. Maybe kids asking not just their faith, but how to apply some of the things they're learning to their lives in schools. I mentioned that last week. You know, one thing I forgot to mention last week was something also that you've been doing, and that involves care calls. I had a parent several weeks ago reach out, and we were talking about, you know, why they picked Bear Creek, why this has become their faith family. And they said, you know, two things. One, it was because of our special needs ministry that we had it just really hit home that this was a place where they could bring their child who needed some extra care, and they felt at home here. And that was the linchpin that just made it what it was. And then another family came and shared because they had joined our fellowship, and we said, why did you make Bear Creek your faith family home? And they said, because a couple of weeks ago we were not here, and my child's leader called them to make sure everything was okay. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that sweet? It's sweet to know that you care so much to do the little things that we ask to help us connect with families. And it's because of your care every week in maybe praying for a child, sending them a postcard for their birthday, or maybe they missed, or giving them a call or an email to their parent, checking in saying, hey, is everything okay? It means so much, and I love it. Several weeks ago was my birthday, and I got so many, happy birthday notes, and even some of the kids here signed a card. That is so precious to me, but it makes me feel, loved and cared for, and I just know that it makes such a big difference when every child gets that phone call or gets that postcard saying, we missed you, we want to see you back. That makes such a difference in people's lives, and I want to encourage you to keep doing that. So, with that, as far as devotional, look up James 1:17. It says, every good and perfect gift is from God, the Father of heavenly lights. Every gift we have, the gift of these kids that we get to minister to and with, they are gifts from God, and so are their families. So I encourage you, thank God for the gifts, the people around you, and the people that you get to serve and minister to. Thank God for those gifts because they are precious. Hold them tightly, laugh with them, hang with them, enjoy the time you have with them, because we are only guaranteed today. So, enjoy that and pray over that and apply that to your life today, and I encourage you just to keep going forward. It's been a great semester so far. All right, now, on with a few more things. As I said, work on your care calls. If you need contacts, if you need to go back over and spend some time doing that, we encourage you to do that. If you've lost your sheet or need to know who to call, contact Miss Heike right away. and she will get connected with you through email or phone call, okay? Also, this weekend is Candy Palooza. I'll be donning this guy as well as a matching pair of pants, and we'll be giving out all of this candy above and below me this weekend. So we're all going to be in kids worship. Please try to be here a little bit early so you can greet your kids and help them acclimate. We'll be dismissing in that same way too, all in kids worship, and we'll let a few families in at a time to pick up kids and drop off, that kind of a thing. So please try to be here a little early if you can be. That will help us out greatly. I also want to suggest, we've had, as I said before, a lot of kids being asked questions of their lessons, questions of faith, questions of the Bible, questions about God. That's awesome. And we love that this is a safe place. They feel this is a safe place to ask those questions. What I want you to do as a leader, if they have questions about Jesus, about God, about the Bible, or anything like that, I want you to write those questions down and send them to me. We're going to try to create a place in the cloud here on campus so that maybe kids can drop their own questions in. But for now, until we get that ready, we need you to collect those questions and send them to me. I, Pastor Sam, am going to try to create a kids Q&A podcast pretty soon, and we'll put that on YouTube so that kids can access that anytime. And it'll be a general bank of questions and answers about faith and the Bible. It'd be really cool to have, right? Now, I want to give a shout out to some of our student leaders. 4 in particular. 1, Jonathan. You have been amazing in your class, leading your kids. Maria, thank you so much for the care that you give each and every child in your classroom. Sophia Paredes, you have been amazing for as long as you've been with us. And of course, Mackenzie, I love how engaging and serious you take your role. I love how you get with each one of those kids in your classroom. It's really important. Now, if I didn't call your name, don't worry. You're not on a bad list. You are amazing as well. But these are 4 that really stand out because of the level of excellence that they provide and the responsibility, the seriousness they take their role. So look up to them, ask them questions, get involved, maybe see what they do that you could get a shout out as well. But I want you to know that we are proud to have all of you student leaders with us serving kids for the future, because you once were a student in this ministry and now you get to lead those students. So lead up, right? Be the example of Jesus that these kids need to see. Thank you guys. Have a great week. We'll see you this weekend at Candy Palooza.